Paycheck was wonderful. Apart from that, I just feel that it was a unique concept, a humorous show with great talent.
हर फिल्म आपको 2 साल देके जाती है, 1 साल देके जाती है, जो आपकी शेल्फ लाइफ होती है। जिसकी 1 या 2 साल की आपकी शेल्फ लाइफ होती है, उसके अंदर आपको दोबारा अपने आप को प्रूव करना होता है।
I think I'm the only actor who has done like 4 to 5 sex comedies. When I did that, my father was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra.
Yeah.
I made that choice that this is the film I want to do.
I have my absolute favorites joining me, whom I have looked up to and grown up watching. So Riteish and Varun.
Grown up watching.
No, I have grown up watching both of you.
मैं तो अभी तो स्टार्ट किया मैंने यार, ऐसे मत करो।
बचपन से देख रहे हैं।
अरे नहीं, ऐसे मत करो यार, अभी तो स्टार्ट किया मैंने यार।
10 साल पहले 2 साल की थी।
नहीं।
So Riteish and Varun, I cannot wait to laugh my heart out and enjoy the cases that you guys have picked up in Case To Banta Hai. On that note, a huge welcome to ETimes, and we are so happy to have you join us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, I want to know from each of you, what was it about the show that really excited you, and how did it feel to don the lawyer's hat?
I think the Fat Paycheck was wonderful. Apart from that, I just feel that it was a unique concept, a humorous show with great talent, talented co-actors like Varun, Kosha Kapila, Paritosh, Gopal, Monica, Sanket, Siddharth, Sugandha. So all these wonderful talented people, and a great writing team that backed the show. And when you had to select guests that were coming on the show, we had, and like you saw on the show, like really people and stars that in the audiences love, and we had an opportunity to really grill them in a funny way, and we were pretty excited doing that.
What about you, Varun?
Same, yeah. Likewise, I think everything about the show is just too much fun. I think it's an interesting setting, a courtroom where there's a lot of comedy, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of banter, there's a lot of atrangi ilzams that are happening to the most favorite people of the entire country. I think such great actors and such great celebrities coming in, atrangi ilzam lag rahe hain aur maze aa rahe hain, to of course case to banta hai, koi yes to banta tha hi.
So, time and again, both of you have excelled and explored comedy in every space and platform. So, how do you guys amp up your own game now?
Whoa.
Wow. So, great question. I just feel, for me personally, it comes from the new energy that I get from people like Varun. Because what happens that in a given set and framework, when you're too comfortable with actors, then you get a bit complacent. But when you have actors who come and challenge you every day, and it was easy on this because every day there was new celebrity with new energy, new ilzam. Actors that came
different characters.
They played different characters, and that gave a new energy. So for me, to really amp up or step up to do better was because there was such wonderful talent around that challenged me to be better than what I am.
What about you?
I think, in fact, absolutely, as Riteish bhai mentioned, in Case To Banta Hai, every day is a new day. It's because the format is the same, but you don't know where it's gonna, what direction it's gonna take, because the energy of the person who's coming in is different. The way it's kind of shaping up is different. There are new characters, jo ilzam ban ke aa rahe hain. So of course, feeding off one another's energy here and kind of amping the game up just from that energy and right from that scope. So yeah, every day, every episode is different from the other one. The humor, the way, the fun, the madness, the whole caper. I think the format is the same, but it's a new setting every episode and every day.
Comedy is something for the audience to make them laugh, but again, at the same time, they are the same people who get offended too. And especially with cancel culture, and are you guys a lot careful about what you post, tweet and talk about on social media, given the fact that both of you have a massive fan following there?
Great question, but tell me one thing, what is cancel culture?
Suppose if a person or a viewer is not, happy with the kind of content that you are putting out, they just cancel you off. They don't want to see you or they don't want to follow you anymore. Okay,
which is fine, and which is absolutely their right. But you're absolutely right that humor is often subjective in terms of what you find
Yeah.
funny may not be funny for someone else. So it's very important to draw that line where you think, okay, fine, this is a palatable humor for everyone. There's also humor that can be offensive, that you think it's okay, but there's one person who might think, oh, this is absolutely offensive.
This is crossing the line.
This is crossing the line. So you tend to make those choices. We might falter when we go ahead and think that we tried our best to be palatable for everyone, but someone found it offensive. Yes, those risks are always there, but it's fine. But at the same time, one thing that we genuinely believe in and we made a conscious effort to do is to make fun of. We rather make fun of people's success than their failure. Because failure is something that really hurts. Because there are a lot of people who have put a lot of energy to make something work, and unfortunately, it didn't work. But that does not mean that it gives us right to make fun of it. Though it might be a great joke at someone's expense. But yes, can we get a better joke about someone's success? So yes, make great jokes on Bahubali.
Yeah.
It's a great success.
True.
But if I'm there and they have made fun of Aladdin, which was not a successful film of mine, but I'm there and I'm fine, like, okay, I'm there and I'm okay with it. So let's go. So if you're okay taking a joke on yourself, that's fine.
True.
Tajruba. Flops ka. Yes.
Riteish, it's so good to see you exploring your choices and experimenting with different mediums. As overwhelming and fun it can look, what's the best way to deal with this pressure of reinventing yourself and staying relevant in the same game?
We are actors, and the only way an actor can be relevant is when he decides to be a part of written work that is relevant.
Yeah.
True.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's important the choices that you make, they need to be relevant, right? So how do I, as an actor, cater to someone on social media who have memory as short as, who have Nemo's memory, So, I mean, you have to figure out and entertain them within that short span, and it's, see, social media is a very forgetful thing. Okay, they like something, they don't like, okay, move on, okay, move, board, okay, great, move. And which is the reality, and I'm putting myself out there to see if I can still catch your 15 seconds. Some people laugh, some people don't like, some things are wonderful, some things are rejected. It's fine. At the same time, there are people who have enjoyed Houseful and Dhamals to a large level where their films have collected 200 crores, 150 crores.
Yeah.
But critics have hated it. And rightfully so. I'm not judging them because probably it's not meant for that kind of viewership. But it is meant for certain audiences, which we are catering to, and they're happy with it. Fine. As long as, see, so that is the reason when you're trying to reinvent, and actors like me who have done a certain kind of genres before and trying to do something new, I have a great variety of choice. Actors who have come now, it's an open field. They can choose what they want because everything right now being done is relevant. So they will be part of relevant content.
True.
It's for actors like us to figure out where we want to see ourselves.
So, do you also...
Very nicely put.
Very nicely laid out
Yeah.
answer, I would say. So, do you also alter your creative decisions keeping in mind what your kids will think of you few years from now when they start watching your content?
I have done films at certain point which were... I think I'm the only actor who has done like 4 to 5 sex comedies.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed of that because it's not like, oh, whatever. But at one point, there's nothing more for me to offer in that genre. And that's the reason I stepped back. It was not because, oh, what would my son think at one point?
Okay.
Because when I did that, my father was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra.
Yeah.
I made that choice that this is the film I want to do. as an adult, and my parents never told me what to do and what not to do. So I really respect them for allowing me to make my own decision as to choices that I think are right. I may be wrong eventually, but it was my choice.
True.
So when it comes to making choices for kids to watch, I don't know, by the time they are too young, they've not seen, they've only watched one film of mine, which is Total Dhamal, so they don't even know what other films I've done. They always are puzzled, why do people want to click pictures with me? So they say, like, why are they clicking pictures?
So they're still not aware that you are a star?
No, I don't think it's about stardom also. So are you like famous? Because someone in my school said that you're famous. So I don't know how to react to that, because I don't want to tell my children that, okay, your father is famous, because fame is an absolutely temporary game.
True.
It is there today, it's not going to be there tomorrow. What you think is fame may be just an illusion.
Wow. Yeah.
Right? So all you need to tell them that your father goes out to work every day to provide and entertain people. As long as they're entertained, I'm working. If not, I'll be home, I'll find something else. I'll not stay at home, not do anything. I'm an architect, I became an actor. If tomorrow people decide that they don't want to see me, I'll find some other work to do.
I don't think so that will happen, because we love seeing you.
It was so beautiful, like it's such an amazing.
Yeah.
Like the
I agree.
entire, like, wow.
Yeah, so as I said, you have been around in this industry for almost a decade now, and in the initial years, okay, so in the initial years when actors usually want to do everything and try every type of role, you for one stuck to comedy, and that actually worked out well for you. So, has this always been a conscious decision?
So I ventured out with comedy. I started out with a comedy genre film, which is Fukre.
Yeah.
And before that, I never thought I could attempt comedy, because that was my first outing with comedy. It was the first time I was doing comedy, and I really enjoyed it. After that, it was that particular, because with the grace of God, the way the film did, the kind of love that the film got, the character got, and with the grace of God, the acceptance kind of started happening amongst the audience and all that. So उस सेम जॉनर की फिल्में मेरे पास आने लगी. जब उस सेम जॉनर की फिल्में मेरे पास आने लगी, मेरे को उसमें से वो जॉनर की फिल्मों में से कुछ फिल्में अच्छी लगी, तो फिर मैंने उसके बाद वो फिल्में करी. रब की मेहर से वो फिल्म वर्क करी. तो हर फिल्म आपको 2 साल देके जाती है, 1 साल देके जाती है, जो आपकी शेल्फ लाइफ होती है, जिसकी 1 या 2 साल की आपकी शेल्फ लाइफ होती है. उसके अंदर आपको दोबारा अपने आप को प्रूव करना होता है. फिर आपको कोई चीज़ मिलती है जिसमें आप करते हैं मेहनत, आप प्रूव करते हैं खुद को, वो आपको एक और 1-1.5 साल और देके जाती है. ऐसे करके एक अभिनेता की ज़िंदगी चलती रहती है. खुदा न खास्ता वो शेल्फ लाइफ में 3-4 चीज़ें नहीं हुई, तो हल्का सा एक वो आता है, फिर आप रीइन्वेंट करते हो, फिर फिगर आउट करते हो. तो दैट्स लाइक द चक्का और द गेम काइंड ऑफ स्टार्ट्स हैपनिंग. एंड was it a conscious decision of me doing comedy? Yes, to a certain extent, but also it was 99% of the scripts that I was getting was in that genre, and I had to choose between, like, from that particular genre. Why I kept doing comedy genre films? Because I love it. I love making people smile. I love making them laugh. Will I consciously not do a film in that genre because I've been doing a lot in the past? No, I love it. I will continue doing it. Would I want to explore other genres? Hell yes, of course, I want to. And I'm at it. And hopefully soon I'll do something else as well.
What will be great? To you to do something that is really funny and dark.
Yeah.
Imagine just being a funny guy who's killing people.
Yeah. And I would love to. Want that spirit of exploring.
I am really looking forward to that.
Thank you, yaar.
So, Riteish and Varun, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, lovely.
I had a great time chatting with you.
Thank you, Aditi.
I watched the trailer of Kes To Banta Hai, and I'm really looking forward to the show.
Thank you.
And please keep entertaining us. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you so much.